Hello everyone. Today I wanted to show you guys a pretty decent build I made. It's really good for bossing and just doing content overall. I'm still not fully done with the build, but for right now I'm pretty happy what it does. So I will show you everything. And the most important part of this entire build is this mod. Supply moisture. It literally buffs everything on her. But if we don't have MP consumption, the reduction of it, but should be fine because we're not gonna use too much of abilities. And we should get power back pretty often. I mean, not power, the MP. So the supply moisture gives you extra fire rate, 2%. It's not a lot, but something. The most important is increase firearm critical rate, 20%. It's insane. It gives to your weapon 20% all the time. So I made this build that we always gonna have water everywhere, never gonna run out of it, and we should always have 20% increased firearm critical hit rate. Skill critical hit rate 20%. It's pretty good too. But mostly the firearm is rig and the skill duration. I don't know how much it is, 10%. I think it's like 5 extra seconds. Yes, so if you want this mod, that's the most important part. Very quick. You go to Hagios and you farm the Abysmal Void Fusion Reactor. Don't do it on hard. It's waste of time. Just do this one on normal. And if you want to farm the parts, you go to Akna Desert. Take Bunny. Just give her some mods like dash a lot of damage. And just run this like 10 times. And you have enough, 11 times, so you have enough on 10 runs for the Void Reactor. It should be enough, but it's the easiest. Just run this 10 times on hard. When you are done, I mean 11, you go to Hagios, put out normal, and farm this. And just over until you get. I got like 25 runs. It was around like 40-45 minutes. It was pretty simple. Okay, so pretty with the build. Skill expansion. So our water gonna be, our power is just gonna have more range. So we have more water on the ground. So we can move more freely. So we don't have to stand in one small pot of water. Skill insight for that damage for mobs or for some bosses. Because it's really good damage. Sometimes you can crit up to 125k. Nimble fingers for skill cooldown. Because then we can just use our abilities how often we want. Technician is for skill power modifier, 44. I could do more, but I didn't have enough space, so. And I put some XP in, because I like to have more health so I don't die often. Because this ability, third one, the cleanup, not cleanup, sorry. The second one, plop plop. Sometimes when you use it and go to the enemies, it can kill really fast with low health. A skill extension, the duration, it's mostly used for cleanup and the laundry bomb too, because the laundry bomb stays longer. It's pretty useful sometimes for ads to just pop up in one spot so you can do more damage. You get here probably, yes, extra 5 seconds too, so. And 3 seconds more, it's pretty not good for this one, but it's whatever. Dimension Master, this is really good too. Extra damage overall. I know the difference between modifier and the skill power but they together, it's give a lot of damage, the Technician, Dimension Master. If you don't want range or damage, you could go for more skill power range. Effective range, but it's up to you. But this is mostly what I use, and it does good damage, and you can always critical rate. I try to make a build for bosses, but I'm still working on it. The main weapons you should use with this build is electric ones. I say Thunder Cage. It's pretty good for this thing. Still trying to get more. I use Greg's Reverse Fate. Doesn't fit to this build, but it's always try to get weapons with a lot of crit chance. So if you find like maybe Tongue Cage, you have like, you start maybe with how much? If you have like a stat for crit chance, though you maybe have 15. So instead you have 35 crit chance, so you can just add up crit chance all the time. But try to have weapons like with a lot of crit chance. You can just tame over this build, but I still don't have good roll on it, and I still need to get the Mojo energy activator to get more spots. Probably gonna do it today, gonna farm, I don't know, you could do with crit chance build too, because you could up to maybe 100% if you have enough mods for it, but I use Thunder Cage because you get from Laundry, what's it called? Yes, Laundry. You do extra damage to enemies when they have like Laundry debuff. So it's really good. You just make everyone you're gonna debuff everyone with Laundry, and then when you kill somebody, the explosion from Thunder Cage just gonna do a lot of damage. So yeah, and this is actually a pretty decent build what I build right now. I couldn't find anyone use this this mod. It's a really really good mod. And if you have time or you want to do more damage and always have crit chance, just use this mod. It takes over MP reduction, but for what it does, it's pretty good. Good sacrifice. Yeah, so I can show you how I'm mostly gonna do it. So this ability is really situational because sometimes you can die when there's a lot of enemies. So mostly I'll just put it down like this on a boss fight and just run, and you have always 20% crit chance. So you always do a lot of damage. V is always really good when you do bosses because they can just focus on you and you can just move very quick and you still do damage to them. And Q sometimes can crit up to 120k when I tried it. So, and always just spam C and just some Q sometimes and just stay in the water in a boss fight and you always can do a lot of damage. I don't know, sometimes I stand in the water, I don't get the buff, like right now. I stand here, I don't get the buff, I don't know why. I think it's glitched, but... yeah, so just Q and C all the time, and you should just have 20% crit chance. And it's really good. You could use sniper with it, but I just try to make a shotgun build with a lot of crit chance and see if it's gonna go, like crit damage crit chance. So yeah, this is the build. I hope you guys are going to like it. And try to get some like good reactor. I'm still trying to get some good reactors or external component mods. And I just use Thunder Cage because it's just very fun gun. So yes. Yeah. If you like it or you want to know anything about the build more, or if you want to change something, you can just comment down below. And thank you for watching.